that guy?
Have you seen the video where like the guy comes up in Hollywood and he's like he shows him and he's looking at Michael he's trying to look like Michael Jackson, looking at the guy miming Michael Jackson.
Oh, so they're like,
And then
it's a
like
Michael
yeah,
Jackson
like
off.
people in the comment section are like, why is this guy like he really thinks he's Michael? Like
It's like that Clay Thompson dude. Remember the Clay Thompson story?
yes. Oh my god. Are you talking about Big Dawes? Big Dawes?
What's his name? Dawson?
Big Dawes TV?
No, I don't know who
The
that
guy that
is.
used to impersonate Clay Thompson and like
I
go into
guess.
unless you're talking about someone
He was a
else.
chubby dude. Remember, bro? He was on the court warming up for like
Big
5, 10
Dawes.
minutes.
Big
No
Dawes.
way.
Yeah.
Bro, that's legendary shit, bro. Like
Yeah.
you on the field
Crazy.
or like you on the court because you're always chilling, just hitting threes. So like it's not like you're doing agility tests. So, like he's just chilling, looking
know-
just like
You
him.
know what they always say? Like if you have a yellow vest on or you look like security or something, you can get in anywhere. So you know what? We might have to do that at a game one time.
Shit, okay.
Just try to
Yeah.
put the vest on and just fucking
Ooh, that's good.
walk in confidently.
That's a fucking great idea.
That is a great idea, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should do that.
Okay.
Just like put a no, we don't want to put a camera on our chest, but yeah, I
Ooh,
like that.
the meta glasses. Get the meta glasses.
Yeah, true. I just don't want to give nothing away,
True.
And like we'd have to cover it up under the fit and then like put it on, but we'd almost have to make sure that we match. Like, so I want to get a picture of Bengals security before I head in.
Okay.
Actually, I got a dude I work with that works Bengals security.
Yeah.
So I could ask him, what do y'all wear? Just give me the fit.
Right.
Just give me your fucking tag, bro. Give me your tag, Bert. Then I'm gonna just go be fucking security guard and like
Watch the game.
I don't even know what I do. Yeah, I guess I just watch the game for free or like,
You could just wear your actual clothes underneath.
or just like lightly assault drunk men, and not get charged because I'm security. You know what I mean? Just like suplex a fucking drunk guy, like a Browns fan. I'd love to do that. Or like a Ravens fan. I may have to try this weekend. Just suplex the fuck out of a Ravens fan acting goofy. Like, you said one word to that woman.
Okay, but are you going to a Bengals game that is less than 10 degrees? Oh my gosh! Shout out to anybody going out there this weekend.
Yeah,
I refuse to pay a ticket until Zach Taylor's fired. I have made that commitment
really
for a while.
That's
Yes.
out of nowhere. Okay.
No.
Damn, that's bold.
I made that commitment at the beginning of the season. I've been to a game every year
Yeah.
for the last few years, bro. Like streaking, bro. But
Yeah.
like, yeah,
That's
this
interesting.
year was the first game in a long time. I've not
First
went to
time.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate it, bro. I hate
Shout
it.
out to my dad. He's been a season ticket holder for like 25 years.
Yeah.
And he's coincidentally given me the best game of the year's tickets.
Okay.
Like in 22, they typically go out of town, whatever, like near Christmas, he'll just toss me a ticket. And I'm grateful for that. I'm like, wow, like, thanks. I appreciate it. Cause like I've said it before, we're crazy. We're obviously fanatics if we're making this fucking show, but like I coach the game. I'm that delusional. So I almost like seeing the whole game on TV.
Yeah.
Because in section 149, you're at the corner of the end zone. So like literally the corner of the end zone all the way up in the first bowl. Depth perception's a problem. I hate that shit. I hate when I miss a part of the big play.
Yeah.
In the TV, you can see that. So when I'm there, I'm pressed to be there a lot. But he gave me tickets in 22 to the Bengals Chiefs home game.
Okay.
23 the Bengals Bills home game, and then 24 the fucking Broncos game, bro. Just bangers every year. So this year he's like, yo, I may not go to the first or the second to last and last home game of the year, Arizona and Browns. Obviously it's not going to be as high, but like it's going to be crunch time.
Yeah.
The stars could align for these guys to go stupid.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of something I'm planning. I'm like, yo, here's what you've done every year. You gave me the best tickets. So we'll see.
I'll tell you what. I don't want to outflex you, because you're telling some crazy ones. But I think the crazy thing was when I went in Von Bell's suite. Fucking bro.
Yeah.
He had the best game of his career, I would say. I think it was the Dolphins game. He had the 2 picks.
Yeah.
That
was a big game, bro.
Dude, like I was in there with his uncle, with his family, friends and shit. And it was just so cool to experience that energy, bro,
Yeah.
of like being there and like everybody's just so hyped for him. And dude, like fucking that was like, and you talk about how you like to watch it from the TV screen,
Yeah.
right? I wish Bengals After Dark was sponsored, and we had a suite at the stadium. That would be beautiful.
That'd be sweet.
That would be sweet. But like I'm telling you right now,
White
from
boy
Von
prime.
Bell's suite, bro, it looked like you were watching it on TV just in real life.
Oh, for real?
It was insane.
You
Like
know what? That
was
is pretty dope.
it was
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. You're right. Like it's far enough to where you can see everything going
Yeah.
on, but you don't feel like a
Because
fucking-
Vaughn was right at the 50. Like
Yeah.
the 50, he was on the first level, bro.
Ooh, that's tough.
Like
Yeah,
it was fire.
that's tough.
But yeah, bro, like
When
Get 'em.
times were better.
getting out the free games. And it was nice too, because if it was too cold, like I think it was a little chilly out there. Like you can either elect to put the glass cover over and keep heat in there, or you can experience it like the real game and just keep that bitch open.
Yeah.
And they kept it open, which I respected.
Yeah.
They wanted
Yeah.
to
It was a
experience
great night.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 70s
Yeah.
probably, whatever. That's tough, bro. Yeah. When times were better.
Yes. Yes. Way better.
It's kind of gonna epitomize the show today. We're really not here to be somber, but like
Yeah.
there's just not it's not a super bright scene right now, guys. Obviously this is going to be our one show this week before the game this up and coming. So we're going to kind of encapsulate the takeaways from the last game and how we can move forward into the next one. We're obviously going to talk about news too. Um, I think the big one that everybody has a general sense of this team right now. Let's talk about the big one. Joe's comments yesterday in the presser. It's kind of a lot to unpack.
Yep.
Some warriors, not warriors. The worry warts are worrying their fucking heads off now. You know what I'm saying? What does this mean? What does this mean? They're catastrophizing. The media loves this shit. There's nothing more that they love. And I'm not going to be indulging on like some weird hate spiel here, but like they do love undermining and disrespecting the Bengals. Unfortunately, it's kind of deserved, right? In some ways, but like somewhat unfair. But now this is what they love, right? What do you take away from a lot of Joe's comments yesterday?
I think it's been a very emotional last 2 weeks to, dating back to last season, right? It was like up and down, up and down, up and down. The same thing follows in these last two games. You have an amazing and emotional win on Thanksgiving Thursday. Joe comes back. He's lights out in the second half. Everything looks like okay. This shit is back. It's real, right? And I think when you have a game like that following, against the Bills, a game in which you were in full control of, that was your game. You had the win right in front of you. And I think with Joe in the back-to-back picks and stuff, and you just look at the injury, you stack everything on top of that, man, it's a lot. We both are kind of in agreement pre-pod talking about this. It's like the way I feel about it is this guy's a person. He's a human. He's not just a robot. He doesn't just go out there and just play football. He has feelings. He's dealing with stuff that we don't know. Is just people that talk on this show and just talk shit about the Bengals, and obviously we love the Bengals, but there's clearly something going on. I know, the media is running with this, as you said, because that's what they like to do. They're going to try to paint it one way or the other, because that's how you get clicks. That's how you get views. That's how, people, you get eyeballs, because now people are like, oh my gosh, like what? Now, could there be some truth in that? Yeah, but nobody truly knows. Has Joe been a lot more dejected in these last few years? Yes. He looks a lot more somber, a lot more sadder, and just depleted than he usually has. This guy loves to win football games, and they have not been doing that. They haven't been to the playoffs, and it's possible they won't be in the playoffs for 3 straight years, bro. Like that's tough on a guy that comes from his LSU background, win a national championship, having to really work for everything that he got, right? Nothing was handed to him. And the same thing when he came into the NFL, same thing, with his ACL, and then, bouncing back in that second year, like everything was in front of him, bro. The sky was the limit. And now all of a sudden, you're in this lull of like, I was this, and now I'm this. Time's a ticking. I'm already almost 30 years old. We have to get this going. Because Joe knows he wants to win multiple Super Bowls. This guy that he's a true winner. Even though, he's not about himself, he's a winner, dude. He wants to, at the end of the day, he wants to have rings. He wants other guys to feel that he wants to do this for the city of Cincinnati, because he's seen what fans have went through for so long. He knows what the fuck's here. He knew when he was drafted what he was taking on. When everybody was trying to throw the Carson Palmer shit and all that stuff, and he knew what he was signing up for, and he even knew at the time, like, I can do this. Like, this dude is a warrior, and not, there's so many different angles you can go with this whole process. But as I said, he's a human, bro. He's not a robot. He's not just a player. He's just like me and you.
Yeah, not for sure, bro. That was really well said. And largely, I'm gonna say a similar thing. Like, and you guys know how I like to roll. I always like to bring in the respectfully more average individual's lifestyle into what professionals could be, and kind of pair them together to form more relatability and really understanding. Is like, this guy, not to assume anything about his personal life, love life, whatever, not to get that deep with it, but like, you heard a guy that was dejected, and like, he's just a little sad.
Yeah.
Like, that happens. Like, a lot of things that you can embody your identity from, whatever that could have been in his personal life. Obviously, his passion, his drive for success, his standard, his identity is success, is winning. You're not achieving that. That's a lot of emotional strain, not just the record. It's not just as shallow of wins and losses, some black and white thing. It's an identity. It's a strike at your identity. So that's why competitive nature can be hit so deep for a lot of people. And so that's something that's been obviously fractured within them. You keep losing games and you keep performing and putting this level of strain on yourself, and the injuries take a toll.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a toll. I'm not going to catastrophize anything because it doesn't have to be. It's pretty cut and dry. This dude meant what he said. It's just a lot. Like I said, not to dig in personal life or whatever, but like, you have a lot of plans, whatever his, this sounds even almost foo-foo in a way to talk about it, but like his love life, like, you have goals, desires for a thing. You're with the person for a long time, like he was with Olivia, where you go through all these steps, and to be transparent, I've experienced shit like this. And I almost see what that could be like when something that long, as they experience so many different steps in their life, whatever, outside of the sport, when that changes, you change a lot. Like, you've seen a guy that has kind of changed himself in some ways to find something new. It's not like who knows? We hope that he's not in some fucking mental crisis. He doesn't seem like that, but obviously, dude, that's experimenting. You coming in 24 with the blonde hair, you know what I mean? Trying something new, whatever that is for him as an individual. That's growing. That changes. Your love life changes. How private this dude is, you can tell his nature has been as exposed as ever. You're just talking strains upon strain upon strain upon strain in what could be almost every facet of his life. Now, obviously, dudes built of his caliber, a lot of people out there aren't just gonna like be some victim and like puke out all their sadness. But there comes to an extent that you're not going to be able to carry the coach speak, the player speak all day. You're not just going to be facadical, be like, yeah, everything's great. Love my team, like Zach Taylor. Like, we believe in these guys. There comes to a point to where we cut through all that shit. And why have so many fans said to Zach, shut the fuck up? Because you see through it.
Right.
But as soon as you get this vulnerability that Joe's given, it's the, is he wrong?
Yeah.
Is he wrong to say that I've got a lot of things going on right now? That's not just football. I've got things to think about. The game I love so much, I've been taken away from because of these tough obstacles of injuries. Is he wrong? No. I've gone through a lot in my life. Check. What a lot of people don't know about, whatever that is, whatever exactly that is. But obviously, the low hanging fruit one is the relationship with Olivia. Just shit, dude. Just shit. Like life happens. So yeah, it was just sad, bro. So I think a lot of people are obviously like that's the annoying part. Like, I'm not saying let's just indulge on the emotions of it, but it's sad that that's what the media just wants to make it as. I'm not saying let's have some fucking sob story, but they're overlooking it just to make it about football. I think we both agree that wasn't just football. That was a guy that's just sad, that's going through some shit,
Yeah.
And what I'd take away from it, how to build from it, is like if I was Joe's teammate, if I was in his corner,
Mhm.
that's a tough thing to hear from a friend. Like I said, bringing the practicality and daily life into the sport. Like you hear from a friend or loved one, like just shit just hasn't been going well lately. Like I'm not doing too well.
Yep.
Like you want to help that person. You want to be a support system for them. You want to be something that they can feel is a sturdy foundation for them to get a grip upon themselves and become better. That would almost be what I'd do for them. Not like, oh my God, you should trade. You should demand a trade. I don't think it's about that, bro. Like, then if you want to get technical, you want to talk football, best receiver on the planet, second receiver, the best receiver two on the planet, a top tier producing O line, a really good run game, lethal tight ends, effective enough play callers, and a defense that you've taken gambles on that has been horrible. We talked enough about that. Like, we'll shut that down real quick. It's not just like, it's not just because the individual is like, oh, the Bengals can't win a Super Bowl because Katie Blackburn exists. It's like, that's dumb as fuck. Like, obviously, we talked about the technicalities of their philosophy, but it's not like just because they exist, they can't win. It's almost that low hanging fruit of like, oh, it's because of Mike Brown. Are they actively saying, no, I want to like be a deterrent for the team's success? No. Like, shit goes sideways. But like, it's not like Joe's in some fucking hellhole. So people, that's why they're like, oh, trade him. That's what's annoying. It's not just that what he said is not just about football. It's about his life. And that's what's kind of sad.
Yeah, I agree. And the people trying to talk about destinations and teams that need
Dumb
to
as fuck.
call about like
Turn it off.
Joe's not going nowhere. Like Joe, what did you say? What did you say for the episode?
I got to keep it
Okay,
safe
you
before
got to keep
YouTube
it.
bans me.
Yeah,
But
you got to keep it a
the
little more
Bengals will
PG.
move to fucking Germany.
Yeah.
They will become the fucking Hitlers before their name will change to the Hitlers before Joe Burrow gets his request to be traded. Carson Palmer had to retire, and that dude was actively checked out of the franchise. Joe Burrow could become a tranny. He could become the first female football player, and he still would not get his request granted to be traded. Like, so that's what's dumb. He's not going anywhere. He would have to become Josephine Burrow, and they would still say, that's cute with your estrogen enhanced ass. You're going out there and you're playing quarterback for the Bengals. He would become a woman before the Bengals greatest fucking trade request. That's how far it is. So, like, ignore all that dumb shit, bro. I promise you. Like, what, bro?
With all that extra, oh my!
I don't give a fuck.
We
I don't like.
fuck.
That's how dumb that conversation is. So, like, I saw a Vikings fan today. Like, I will send them to Germany. Like, for what they said. They said
Oh my god.
2026, 2027 first round picks. Jonathan Grenard and JJ McCarthy for Joe Burrow. Who says no? I will do egregious things to your family, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's how dumb it is right now. So ignore it. I'll take it back to this point. It's just the reality. It's above football. It's a sad time. What will help is to keep winning. But like, I'll bring it back to this. Like, for most people out there, sadly, facades is what a lot of people push on so hard before just being vulnerable. But as soon as vulnerability is expressed, it's this catastrophizing from others, how they take it. Like I talked about it pre-pod. We think about the dark things that humans and players experience. Like Max Crosby wasn't talking about his drug abuse when it was happening.
Mm.
He was putting on the show in his college years, in his early NFL career, fighting.
Yeah.
Like to
No,
be
yeah,
like vulnerable.
seriously.
Like he was fighting.
Yeah.
Like player speak, all
Mental
that,
health.
all that
Yeah.
mental, exactly. Like
Mhm.
all that shit that you're not. He wasn't going in every post game interview talking about his battles with his fucking drugs.
Right.
He was going in there talking about how they can win next Sunday.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like the shit that we don't know about.
Yep.
Like that stuff happens. So that's just what it is from Joe. It's just a tough moment. Yeah, to try to quell it with wins. Wins will help your efforts feel more worth it,
Mhm.
obviously, which could help build your confidence, your self-esteem again. But just a guy that you want to be in his corner.
It, let's be honest too. Like it's so easy for the media, when it gets dark and it gets down for the Bengals, it's just easy to just poke the bear, you know, just kick them while they're down.
Yep.
Oh, Jermaine Burton's cut. Fucking
Hmm.
Trey Hendrickson's out for the year.
Yep.
Just shit.
There's
Like
shoe droppers spawned. Like, oh, there it is.
right.
Like, there it is. There's the other.
Yep.
There's the joke of the Bengals. Yeah, and it's like they'll fail to recognize that like the Bengals and the Eagles have the exact same cap structure layout for their team. 115 million allocated to the offense, 75 million allocated to the defense. It just comes down to simple construction of the guys you choose to pay. You know, it's not like some catastrophic failure that the Bengals are just bringing out some fucking circus show for fun because they want to sell dollars. First of all, here's something that has to be clear. The I think the Bengals know this. They have not been able to build up that legendary reputation like the Reds, because some could even say this about the Reds, like, oh, the Reds genuinely don't care about winning. Da, da, da. They are a different beast, but also they have, and it's a sad thing. So we're not going to talk about Reds here, but like, only reason why I say that is because it is different. But the Bengals, I think they're aware that they've got to earn some shit. I don't think they're like out here thinking that they are like, they see the value of their team
Right.
as a business. It is restarted,
Mhm.
to use the word that won't get me banned. It is restarted to be like, let's actively tank the stock of our business. I
Right.
like that idea.
Yeah.
Let's be cognizant of signing the worst players for our team to continue to sell less dollars that we already know we sell less than 31 other teams of. Like, they're not actively trying to tank their fucking value. Obviously, can teams be limited by their philosophy? Yes, but like, it's just weird how people like think they're just actively trying to, you know what I mean? Like, oh, the Bengals just love doing this. Like, they just love being mediocre. Like, I don't know. That's just a weird thing to me, bro. Like, and I'm not saying let's give them a pass for everything,
Right.
but I can't just say they're like, yeah, they're obviously trying to tank their stock to what? Want the other guys to get to like leave? No, they just shit went wrong. Shit has gone wrong. Their investments have gone wrong. It's not like they haven't invested.
Yeah. And I mean, you got to look at it in a different sense too. Okay, we've made these investments, but we have to possibly make future investments to other positions. Maybe we didn't value the guard like we once did, but maybe we have to you know spend a little more at that guard position. Same with other positions along the defensive side too. Maybe like a safety. So I agree with you there in that sense. Just fucked up. You just fucked up, but you have to figure it out. There's a lot of let's say room for improvement. I mean, they have to they have to figure this out, and there's not much time, B thanks. There's really not. I mean, we have to unpack the news of Jermaine Burton.
Yeah, for
Jermaine
sure.
Burton released. I even tweeted out on Sunday. With that whole suspension and everything, it's like just cut him because at this point, like what is the point? Like
Yeah.
what is the point? Like they have given this guy opportunity after opportunity to turn it around. You know, even when shit got really, really dark, really low. Um, and a lot of us fans, always there, just trying to support this movement that, Jermaine's got this, and you know, everything's in the right direction. But it doesn't seem like it went that way. Um, I think he went unclaimed, right, on
Yep,
waivers.
yep.
So
I mean, understandably so. I mean,
just unfortunate, man. It really is.
yeah. I mean, no one's obviously. I think the league is cognizant of a talent that was obviously higher than what he was drafted for. A lot of teams are aware of a 2024 pre-draft process that was not super pretty with him, you know, and a lot of their concerns were confirmed, So that's that's obviously a disappointed situation. It came to a point to where there was no coming back. Obviously, the repeated times of mistrust, missteps, where's your head at? It's just you know what I mean? There's really no two ways about it. It's like it's just something that happens um, to some guys that are lost. And I wish Jermaine nothing but the best. And it's simple. It's like he derailed himself. Like I can't sit in this corner and say
I agree.
like I'm not here to like I just yeah, it's just unjustifiable behavior. It's like someone that wants the best for someone else. You can't continue to justify these types of actions. So, you know, I hope he gets the help that he needs. Thank God that this team does not need a guy like him. In fact, we didn't even know how to fit him on the roster. You know what I'm saying? Like it was that loaded, you
Shout
know?
out, shout out Mitch Tinsley.
Yep.
Shout out Yoshi. These guys stepping up
Hmm.
as of late. For
Like there
sure.
hasn't been one time this year, maybe the Patriots game to where we're like, oh my gosh, we need another weapon. Like not one time. So if there was a team that could afford that L, it was
I mean,
us.
even Tinsley burnt Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. To be frank, yeah, I don't even really care to think about it much more. It's kind of an annoying, frustrating thing. So let's kind of turn to the big picture of what this team showed on Sunday and how to build moving forward. Um, I'm really disappointed by the reversion that the defense took, bro. They I saw paths on how they could improve,
mm,
and it just now, yes, obviously the Bills. This wasn't the Jets. It's not like they blew up against, you know what I mean, a horrible team like that now. Obviously, a very well equipped team in every way that we thought of them to be. Tight ends, running game, Josh Allen, the ability to create if you can't get to him in time. All three of those things wrecked your your defense. It's not like those receivers are bums and they did bummy shit. They put up 40 yards, just about what we thought, but you allowed yourself to get got. I think Al obviously did. Um, Al really committed fireable offenses on Sunday. You
the-
go man to man 2 times on a 3rd and 7 and a 3rd and 15 to end the game, and you
that
don't
was
learn your
bad.
lesson.
That was bad.
That is a fireable offense. I'm sorry. Like to set up these already, every starter has success in this league at some point. Sadly, I think DKJ and Barrett Carter are some of the worst starters in this league. Sadly, sorry. Out of 600 something players, they have to be amongst the worst. They suck right now. Can they get better? Yes, they can. You put them in that poor positions like that already, and they're already vulnerable enough
Against Josh Allen.
against Josh Allen, a dude that we know that will go out of his way to fucking create, bro. And that's what you
He'll
do.
run you over.
He just ran a 40-yard touchdown the drive before, man to man, linebackers with their backs turned to him, corners with like that. That's
Have a good day,
yeah,
Josh.
that's the thing, bro. It's like that is a fireable offense.
Yeah.
Like, how can you sit there and justify that?
Yeah. I mean, and it sucks because we see that potential at times. Like it's like that. It's like we see it. Like you'll see this team, stop them, in the red zone 8 times,
Mhm.
or they're plus in the turn 5 times turnover, 5 turnovers. Like you see those flashes, bro, but it's not consistent. And that's what has set this team back for the last 2 to 3 years is this defensive, I don't know, personnel. That's what it seems like. But these guys know how to play ball when their backs are against the wall, and their jobs are on the lines. Outside of this Buffalo game, I was coming out of the bye, they've looked really good defensively. But like you said, some fireable offenses there. It was really bad. Um, you know what? And I'll give it to you. Like I felt kind of good about that third down because it was third and long, and I'm like, okay, this is the perfect setup play. We force them third and
Mhm.
long. Like, here we go.
Mhm.
This is where our defense gets our juice back here. They've put us in positions this year to win games and to actually fight through that. And unfortunately, like I said, that was a really bad play call.
Yep. Now, obviously, we can't get around the reality that Joe's turnovers were the biggest
Yes.
proponent to this
Yeah.
fucking catastrophe. Like you blew it. But um there's no running away from that.
Nope.
It's just a shame that that much pressure has to be put on Joe. You know what I'm saying? Um so it it just sucks. Like there's no good, you know what I mean? Like Christian Benford made a great play. Defenders get paid too. Benford actually said he was out of position, which is kind of funny. So he was blitzing when he shouldn't have. So Joe saw that he was going to blitz. He was going to float it over him. Christian Benford just made an amazing play where Joe didn't get it over him far enough, and there was the momentum shifting play. Then the batted ball and just shit happens.
Yeah.
Like Joe has had problems with batted balls, but a big reason why that happens is because your receivers win so quick and you're so used to having to get the ball out so quick. The quickest way to do that is with quick hitters inside,
Mhm.
not always outside. So that's why that's kind of happened.
It- and I think look at it in a lens. This too is like going back to last year and looking at this season. Combine the two. I mean, you're asking. I mean, you can even talk about the entire last year as well. Like you're talking about Joe Burrow, absolute perfection, putting the entire him Jamar putting the entire team on their back to try to win these football games. And like you said, in losses, they're what giving up 36 a game. Like this is like unreal stats where it's like, dude, like how is this happening? And it just sucks, bro. Like this offense is so special, and at every turn, this defense somehow shits the bed, and we find ways to lose. Now, who does that fall on? Obviously, you got a bunch of layers to you. Got ownership. You got Duke Tobin. You have Zach Taylor. It goes all the way down. You can point your finger wherever you want, but I think everybody kind of rightfully deserves a finger pointed at. It's not
Hmm.
it's not one person and the other, but we all know like what's gonna happen. I, at least, I mean theoretically we can get into all the alternatives later, but I mean there's always a scapegoat, right? We saw Lou last year
Yep.
turn up in Andy. Like when you give him help, when and I understand, player development, and I'll agree with people that was not his strong suit. Shout out Miles Murphy coming along this year.
Hmm.
Um, but gosh, man, it's gonna be interesting. What if Lou Anarumo, and I, I hate to do this, what if Lou Anarumo somehow is back in the building in Cincinnati this off season for a fucking head coaching interview?
Nah, that I've never even thought about that. That would be fucking crazy. Um,
They've already talked about New York though. Like
yeah,
that's his dream
yeah.
dream
I
job.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know how comfortable I'd even be with that.
No, 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 no,
But
no. I would not be comfortable with that.
yeah,
Even though
I
I love
mean,
Lou, I love Lou. It's
yeah,
just no.
it's just it's it's really tough because like, yeah, I think a it's it's going to be a crossroads of philosophy of do we rip a band-aid off to where you could find some value to keeping Zach. And I'm not a big proponent of either.
Yeah.
Really, because I'm just to a point to where I'm so deep in the weeds of trying to spectate where their thought process is at.
Mhm.
I'm tired of the point of being a talking head and just, you know what I mean, just blurting out shit. I'm my eyes are set on them. How are you going to respond to this? You know, and it's like, how are you going to navigate through um that this mediocrity that you can see a path out of, but you just haven't gotten it. It's
Mhm.
almost like a Mike Tomlin situation. It's that foundation that's sturdy, but what's a ceiling that's been surpassed, bro? Like what ceiling has been surpassed recently with Zach Taylor, you know? And yeah, it's tough, bro. To be frank, it's exhausting. And I'm fucking tired of having these conversations, bro. It's just tough.
It,
We're
it,
all tired of it, bro.
exactly. In the same conversations too is like like it's every week, right? It's a roller coaster, just like it is with our team. It's like we have hope, we don't have hope. We have hope, we don't have hope.
Hmm.
So and it's been like this for 3 years, bro. Like it's so ass. Like date back to 23 when Jake Browning legacy run is going crazy. We get to 9-8, and all of a sudden, oh fuck, we don't make playoffs. And the next year, you know, Joe, fucking historical. You don't get in, bro. And then this year, the injury. Now all of a sudden you have life again. Like it sucks that it's been like this every year where it's like, oh my God, we gotta talk ourselves into this Cinderella story. And I'm all for that. I love a good story, but it's like, man, at some point it's realistic, like how we were talking about earlier with Joe, like he's a person. These guys are humans. These guys aren't just fucking coming out in the field and they're just winning Super Bowls left and right. Like it's nothing. Like it's not always that easy. And Joe puts in so much work. Jamar, a lot of these guys they lead by example, and it's just unfucking fortunate, bro, that
Yeah.
we've been led to this same pit the last 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, it just comes back to the harsh reality of, how are you going to try to construct and overcome this? Like, there's
Right.
obviously a ton of fucking decisions that have to come in the off season, but like right
Facts.
now, where you got to put your attention is continuing to fucking scrape and win these games, bro. There's
Yeah.
no two ways about it.
Yeah.
The season is not over. I made it clear my perspective, and it's kind of funny. You can tell Joe's tapped into the routes too. Like every week, he almost like alludes to little avenues on how they got to win, or like
Yeah.
who's all the Sears. He already knows who the opponents are playing. Our division rivals are playing, so he's tapped into those
It,
little
it was it was
avenues.
kind of crazy when he was like, he asked the one of the reporters. He's like, yeah, so you guys got the info on who won today? And they're like Steelers, and he's like, then yeah, it makes it even. It makes it the chances even lower. It's
Yeah,
like, damn, like he really does stay
yeah,
tapped in.
exactly. But it's because these guys want to win. There could be two sides to that. If you want to stay tunnel vision, just focus on winning, then everything will come to
Yeah.
fruition. Which, like I said, there's just different perspectives to that and how you want to approach it. But yeah, I think it ain't over, but you um just nothing matters till you keep winning games. It's the exact philosophy as last year. It's like nothing matters until you keep accumulating wins to get yourself in it. So that's where I'm at. Like it's it's over till it's not. But I don't even want to embody the like that it's over. Because technically not. It's just you have everything to prove. So that's it. It's just on proving shit. Nothing else fucking matters right now. You have to continue to build on what you had with this defense. Osai still showed a lot.
Yeah.
Miles still showed a lot.
Yep. I agree.
The corners were good. We talked about it.
Mhm.
It's just how costly the fucking linebackers have been in that last game. So
Man,
you're gonna have to try to create with what you can, bro. And it's just a tough situation. Like there's no two ways about it. You just got to try to fucking scrape out these wins.
and I'm just gonna enjoy watching Joe Burrow. watch some Jamar Chase and see them cook. I mean that there's no other way about it, bro. Is you gotta hope for the best, and just hope that this fucking shit gets turned in the right direction. It just sucks that, like I said, this has been the turnout the last 3 years.
Yep.
Um, you you really like that Buffalo game. It's so dejecting in that loss because you in a way still controlled your destiny right there. To win out and all that. Like you kind of controlled your destiny there. And with that loss to Buffalo, it shook a lot of things up. And they were right there in the driver's seat, bro. Like you had it. I think that's why Joe took it so rough. It's like, fuck, like he knows, like, fuck, dude, I turned the ball over twice. Like, that's on me. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, he knows that his defense isn't perfect, but he knows that his defense was not 2024 bad in that
Yep.
game. Like we talked about pre-pot, like James Cook fumbled the ball 3 times. Like
Mhm.
there's still that turnover differential that can kind of balance out, and you can make the most of your opportunities. It's
Mhm.
unfortunate that Joe Burrow, you know, was a big hand in this loss, but at the same time, how can you just expect absolute perfection out of your quarterback position?
Mhm.
That you're already setting your team up for failure when you do that. We get it how great he is, and yes, you can in ways you might not have to allocate as much to this or that because he can kind of take the load off,
Mhm.
at a certain spot.
Yep.
But it, I don't know, bro.
I mean, that's just the delusion of fandom that we've talked about, bro.
Yeah,
It's like other players get paid too.
exactly.
Other players are masters of their craft
Yep.
too. You're dealing with so many assassins out there
Facts.
that have succeeded at the
Yeah.
highest level. The margin for error is so much scarier than anybody wants to admit.
Mhm.
And just the illusion of fandom is always about what they did to cost a game versus the reality that they often won't acknowledge of what another team did to simply be better than you. You can get got. And then people are like, oh, but that's what Joe Burrow's paid to do. Like it, but there's still the margin for error. And the room for victory is a lot
Yeah.
smaller than you think, bro. Teams aren't coming in and fucking blowing everybody out by 30.
Right.
It just doesn't happen.
No.
You get got. These are all professionals,
Yeah.
bro. So they just got. It's a damn shame. The defense gave up 40 points, and on score sheet, it'll say, no, they gave up 32. And I get it. The momentum did swing a ton.
It did. Yeah.
It did swing a ton. But the fourth quarter for our defense has been the worst in NFL history. And it showed again. And they gave up 40 points. The reason why is because, like you said, yes, I got to give them credit for those two turnover or for the one punch out and the one just bobble by James Cook. But James Cook didn't. He got the touchback too. It's like, or yeah. So he fumbled twice or three times.
I'm pretty sure it was 3 times.
Was it two different drives to where they turned the ball over after they got the touchback, or was that the
I thought it was separate.
no? That was the Drago. No, that was the Drago turnover. He
Okay.
punched it out at the one, but like you pretty much gave up a
Yeah.
touchdown there. I'll give him credit. I'm not completely discredited, but contextually, you pretty much gave up 40 points again. It just comes back to the shame of how Joe Burrow has to play. So, all right, let's try to wrap this up here soon and turn it to what we can build upon. Al Golden has to be better. There's no two ways about it.
Yep.
These linebackers everybody has to be better on defense. But like I still feel okay about this secondary. I like
Yeah.
the progression I've seen the defense make. That Bills O line was talented, you know. And obviously matchups are huge, bro. You got to cling on to every sign of hope you can as this defense right now because we know who the fuck you are. You're not world beaters. None of you are, except Drago Turner. That's it. So you got to try to scrape by and find any little advantage you can. You can't just face anybody and cook the shit out of them. Miles Garrett can't just go against fucking all stars and just confidently, you know what I mean, take over a game. It's not going to happen. It is matchup dependent. And the matchup wasn't as well as we thought with the D line. So I do like the matchup this weekend more. You still got a hampered Lamar. Still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not healthy right now. And you got to capitalize on that. And those fucking those those tight ends got you last game. I expect them to get you this game. You just got to hang on tight. You got to hang on. There's no two ways about it, bro. You know what I'm
Vibes.
saying?
5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles for Mr. Joseph Osai so far this season.
Yeah. He got close to a fumble, that strip fumble last week,
Yeah.
bro. If Josh Allen wasn't
The way
6'6", bro,
the
it was
way
actually on the second to last drive of the game, nearly a game record.
he
That's what game records do, bro.
like Joseph Osai's got to still start out quicker in the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
But that
yeah.
guy, he's probably gonna get himself paid, bro. If
Mhm.
he continues that trajectory, Miles is earning everything. Like these guys without Trey Hendrickson, they've honestly surprised me. You know, they've looked a lot better than, and that's what's nice about that year 3 ascension that you hope for, and you're kind of seeing with Miles right now, which is nice. Is you're almost seeing that defensive end ascension that sometimes it took like Trey. Trey took a while, and obviously he's a later round pick, so it's a little different.
Yeah.
But like you see it sometimes. Rashawn Gary, like these guys, it might take a few years to develop your craft, but you have all the athleticism.
Mhm.
Just you got to get your tools right, get your tools refined.
Yep.
And Miles has looked a lot better. Drago, bro, like I,
He's
Dax
awesome, bro.
hasn't even, like, I know Dax can get tangled up sometimes, and he has a tendency to get beat, but it's not like it's worldly that it's going to kill your defense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these linebackers are bad,
Mhm.
and these safeties are out of place and really bad at times. That's essentially a lot of what's hurting your defense. Like your defensive line's getting that pressure now.
Mhm.
You're starting to see that pressure, but you're also starting to see guys that are out of space. Like how you said, like out of 600 linebackers, bro, or out of
Or
600
600
players.
starters. I mean,
Yeah,
700
that
something. I
that
mean,
that's
including
that's
special teams.
crazy. Like
You just
that's
think about it though, like it's just so much lack from those guys. It's just a ton to overcome. They are who they are. But I think that the couple steps that they can make, if Al can continue to help put these guys in positions to win, create creative looks to where the linebackers aren't completely over their head, and just, I mean, just Al Golden's got to be better. Like we said, bro, it's a not just about a decision, a fireable offense to set up for that quarterback the way you did on those critical downs.
yeah.
You can't afford it. So
See,
it it's just simply not easy. There's no two ways to say about it. We like what these guys can produce this weekend. It's nice that T's really gutting out everything he can. It's
dog.
it's it's kind of a vulnerable thing. Like I can't sit here and say, "Oh, just gut it out, get out there." I don't think anybody can say that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But like, look, it comes down to this, and nobody have this bullshit assumption that the Bengals are doing something weird. What's awesome is that, especially in today's NFL,
Mm.
there are what do they call them? Red flag medical staff out there. So it's like they're completely unbiased. They are a third party
Mm.
crew that comes in here and tests that stuff. Like you could see some scenarios to where Jackson Dart goes in the tent. Remember how quick Brian Dable was in there? If you have all Giants medical staff, you know what I mean? You may possibly be willing to deviate a bit from your values and take a dude out there when he shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what's nice about the red hat medical staff. It's completely unbiased, bro. These are doctors. You know what I'm saying? If they give him the clear to go, you know what I mean? Like he's good to go.
Mm.
So I, I don't know, but like he's a warrior. It's just epitomizing, bro. It's not easy right now. Like, but if there's enough for something, if T is good enough, they're gonna go, bro. It's just what it is. Like they're gonna go.
That's
Mm.
insane, bro. That is insane. Like bro seeing stars, and
Yeah, don't make me feel good. I mean,
bro,
fuck,
bro's
bro.
playing stars, but he's like putting up 2 touchdowns. Shit.
One handed, like
Right.
nearly three, bro.
Yeah.
Should have had three for real. Just crazy shit. I'm just like, I, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Just do something. So
We're far into this episode, B things, and we haven't had the time to talk about Trey Hendrickson. Right?
yeah.
4 sacks this year, forced fumble was, is not going to be available for the rest of the season ending injured reserved. I mean, this just sucks, bro. This sucks for a guy in position for a contract. I mean, you hate to admit it, but Bengals win. Bengals win this one. Now is that to say that it's you could possibly get him cheaper, and bring it back on a steel contract? Yes. Will Trey want to do that? I don't know. Um, I just I hope the best for him, man. Speedy recovery. I watched this happen with DJ,
Mm,
and now the same thing with Trey, and it sucks, bro. Because these are guys like remember when DJ before DJ got hurt, and nose tackle market like he was headed before injury. He was headed for that 20 mil a year,
big payday.
like a
Yeah.
big payday.
Hmm.
Gets injured, bets on himself, you lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
Same thing happens here. It seems as if potentially with Trey, just sucks, man. Just sucks.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
business though.
Exact. And it's life.
Yeah.
Like shit happens. Like
Yep.
life is fair because it's completely unfair to everybody.
Yep.
You just it's how the, Joe Burrow. It's how the cookie crumbles, bro.
Yeah.
It's outside of your control. Fans are gonna indulge. You be like, see, this is what you get for paying a fucking 32-year-old. Blah, da, 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 da. Bro, shut the fuck up. Because if we didn't pay him, what
There's always
we'd be
always,
crucified.
right.
They don't want Joe Burrow to succeed. They're not paying their clearly best player when they have the money, malpractice. They got him as such a good deal. What do you want?
Right.
You paid him to try to make it work. You made it work. Yeah, you did put a bandage on a bigger wound. He was more hurt than we thought. He was taking the precautions because of just ulterior motives of him. I mean, I'm trying to just watch for myself. And the first time, this is the only time where a player has this much leverage under contract because no one knows how you're feeling except you.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you can play that however you want. If you want to say, I'm not playing, I don't feel well, they're not going to fucking cut you. You know what I mean? Unless you're like some really low value guy, like
Right.
Jermaine Burton, if he's having a pissy fit, fucking piss off. But like, that's where he had leverage. He was being safe. And because they felt that the stretch that they have to get into the playoffs is this far, shut it down for now. But it's only a 6 to 8 week recovery. This isn't like some fucking 4 or 5, 6 month thing. If it came down to it, if the Bengals somehow, and I'm not assuming this, there could technically be a path to where he could come back.
Yeah.
But obviously, right now, till
Expected.
Unless if crazy unforeseen things happen, his season's over.
Damn.
Sorry, shit happens. Like he's been healthy his entire career, pretty much.
Yep.
Sure, he had lingering back injuries, bro. He's played an average of 15 games a year for 4 years for us. He's been there.
Going crazy.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Like what? Next man up.
Yep.
Like that's why there's 53 dudes on the roster, not fucking 22.
Yep.
So it is what it is, man. You got to create. It's all about moving forward. That's what these guys want to do. That's what we want to do as fans to try to enjoy ourselves, man. Like, stop indulging on the shit that's disempowering. Like, we could indulge all day about the insufficiencies of the FO and just bitch. Like, what's the point of that? I'm not saying don't observe those things. We just sat here and observed all those things. We're not going to sit here and just dwell on it. Got to try to be constructive, bro, because you got to play games still. You got Lamar Jackson hampered right now in a few days.
How did you feel seeing Mike Gesicki go off?
Not surprised at all. About damn time.
Right.
No shade to him.
Right.
It's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
You're in a shitty situation with the offense. You can't get going early because Joe's trying to find himself. Joe goes down 2 weeks later. 6 quarters later, you go down. And then you get back 2 weeks later. Joe Flacco isn't the same. You got to get going. You got weapons everywhere. Why we said of all 32 teams in the NFL that could afford a high upside receiver to not pan out, it's the Bengals. You're a crowded unit. Everybody wants the ball. Everybody's capable of receiving the ball. So for him to be involved like he did, like he was, it's awesome, bro. I mean, I think those guys are capable of putting up 100 together every week if they wanted to. That's their talent. And that's how this offense could go like that. Like Jamar could have easily put up 100 yards because he's Jamar. T could have had more. He left shit out there. And Mike put up a hundo.
Like, gee.
Because we can do that.
Fucking gritty and in the end zone.
Yeah, a little gwitty. That was tough, bro.
Gwitty.
Gwitty was tough.
So,
Gwitty was tough.
so
It was
it's
long
not
overdue.
it's not a gritty. It's a Gwitty.
Hell no. Yeah, it's white as fuck, bro.
Gwitty.
Yeah, Gwitty with the little W, little white boy gritty. Gwitty. Yeah, he doing that Gwitty and shit. But hey, man, you know what?
Shout out Majay P. Shout out Chase Brown. Like,
Yeah, Chase Brown was underwhelming this past game.
yeah.
I legitimately question if it was a mental thing for him about
Mm.
how well he was cutting. He was just slowing his cuts. Majay was a great change of pace back, and I actually think it would have been much more beneficial for him to get more touches that game, bro.
Yeah, Majay P was cooking, bro.
Yeah, it's because he's such a barreler, bro. He's just gonna barrel dudes down the field, like, you know what I mean. Chase Brown was being a bit
Damn, I
too.
didn't know. 12 for 23. Jeez.
Who?
Chase.
Yeah.
Damn.
He didn't do shit. He's been stuffed at the line because his game is, like we said, he's so able to find that space.
Yeah.
Majay creates it out of sheer will. Like, Majay moves with faith. That the eye can't see. You know what I mean? He's like, he just creates that thing. He creates that pocket, that extra yard when you don't expect it because how he barrels through dudes. So, you know.
You know what Joe Burrow's stats are from last year, this year? 50 touchdowns, 11 interceptions.
That's what he'd be on pace for right now?
Uh,
Or
like if you add 24,
Oh.
24 in this
oh,
year.
in 25. Wow. 50 tutties.
50 passing and 11 picks. He's got 7 and 2 this year. Just
Yeah, nasty. Wow. I mean, yeah, he's obviously a great quarterback. So I'll end it with this, bro. Not to sound a little funny with it, but like, let's just enjoy this while we can, man.
oh yeah, for sure.
Like, it's already week 15, bro. Before we know it, you know how we are. We're gonna be in the off season. We're gonna pace ourselves again. Like 4 weeks till fucking free agency, or like, you know what I mean? Like, we're gonna be there soon. So let's just enjoy it while we can, bro.
Fucking looking at all the articles, seeing what Jeremy Fowler's saying about Zach Taylor, seeing what fucking fuckface from Pro Football Network saying.
It don't mean nothing till we see, till we see it.
Oh yeah.
Because of we know the Bengals so well.
I
A
don't
lot
give
of
a
you
fuck.
fans know the Bengals so
I don't
well.
give a fuck about that. I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now what's happening. I've seen the
Exactly.
script.
And like, at the end of the day, we'll see how it plays out. Let's just enjoy it day by day, man. Like, let's not deviate from the fact that what a gift it is to watch one of the best quarterbacks ever. Josh Allen made the comment. Josh Allen knows
Yes.
ball, hella respect. We've been saying
Facts.
it. I've been saying it for a bit. I've seen so few quarterbacks in the history of this sport facilitate at this level of mastery a quarterback, dude. So few. Josh Allen sees it. One of the best I've ever seen ever.
You can see, like, just think back, bro, to like when you were a kid, right? And you had those plethora of guys. You had, Brady, Drew Brees, Philip Rivers. Like, you had that group of guys that was like, damn, like these guys are just different. And it's so special that in today's world, you see like Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Pat Mahomes. Like, you got all these guys bunched up, and we're watching history before our eyes. And
Yep.
every Sunday, every Thursday, Thursday shout out, today Mike Evans is back.
Mhm.
So shout out to that guy. Unfortunately, not gonna get the K this year.
Yeah.
But like these are things that's like, bro, we get to watch these dudes play football in a whole different era. Like in 10 years, bro, we get to say, like, we were like fully conscious during the prime of this team. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about,
Like Joe Jamar, like,
like, we talk about the old era of all-time great quarterbacks, and how people get nostalgic on Tom, Peyton, Drew Brees, Ben
Yeah,
Roethlisberger, who we
exactly.
fucking hate, but he was great.
Right.
Like, people indulge on that. We have the gift of Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, and Lamar right now.
It's just
What a
the
time.
The list
Yeah.
just keeps getting crazy.
Exactly. Like, also, I hate to say that, but just calling a spade. If neither of these three teams, the Bengals, Chiefs, Ravens, make the playoffs, if the Bills don't win the Super Bowl,
Oh, I know. Fucking Drake
Good
May.
luck. Oh, just like beats the shit out of him. Like, I'm not saying there's no challenge, but like, come on, bro, figure it out. But yeah, we'll end it there, man. Let's just take it day by day. It's not always easy, but what a gift it is, like you said, to watch these all-time greats. We're gonna look back one day and we're gonna be like, damn, we wish we still had it. So let's enjoy it while we got it, bro.
You want to know a random obscure claim today that happened?
Xavier Johnson.
No, a former tight end that we had,
Really? Hayden?
Tanner McLaughlin.
Where?
He who did he sign with? Oh, he signed with the Chargers.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, T Glock. Okay. Huh.
T Glock with the Chargers, man. Interesting.
He played at Arizona. Oh no, the ties.
I'm just sorry that it didn't work out.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Like we talked about the T Huddy experience, just a dude that always just, a pleasant thorn in
Hey.
our side more times than not. So
that dude, and I will forever say this. Tanner Hudson is the Rob Gronkowski of bottom tier tight ends. He is the Rob Gronkowski of
he's the Rob Gronkowski of Drew Samples.
Okay.
Like, he's
Did you see Drew in the pregame?
Nah.
He was cooking up. He's like,
oh, for real? Yeah. Oh, a little hezzy. Oh shit, got his ass. Like,
and it was like those ones where you're on the sideline and you like catch it. It's like,
yeah. Oh, bro, got that juice for real. Like, bro, give it up, Yeah. Like, T Huddy looks like a guy that would be on a movie about Rob Gronkowski. Or like Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Travis, like that's him, bro. And hey man, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm it sounds a little funny, but like, I'm just going big picture, bro. Like, I'm just, because March is gonna be here. Then you're gonna get that spring type element to where, yeah, off season's fun, but it's not football, bro. It's not live football. Let's just enjoy it while we can, So that'll probably be it for me, bro. You got any closing thoughts before we head out?
Just make Joe Burrow happy. Make these guys happy, because if they're not happy, the fans aren't happy. Nobody's happy. Not even the owners. The owners aren't. The owners are not happy if Joe Burrow is not happy. I know people. We talked earlier in this episode about media and how they pick and choose what they want. It's notorious that Mike Brown, is the connection that he feels towards quarterbacks and stuff like that. Like, he really idolizes that position. People think that he just doesn't care, and that is not true. This guy, every so he's always just admired that quarterback position, and he's not happy right now. That ownership's not happy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's happy right now. Everybody wants to get back to the old ways, the fucking AFC championships, the playoff runs, what felt so real at that time that now feels so far removed. Got to get back there. And people think that, oh, the old Bengals, this is what they like. They're fine with this. No, I guarantee you they're not.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they've done some shit wrong, and maybe that certain guys in the building haven't got the job done. But that's one of those things that going forward, when this season's said and done, you revise that shit and you figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Just like now in the season, this defense, this offense, they're trying so hard to figure it out. As we titled this episode, Who Are They? Okay, who are they?
Yep.
And we're gonna figure it out in these last few weeks. As you said, it's not over. But at the same time, you have ultimate competitors on this team that are not just going to give up. Not guys that are, oh, just tank. No. These guys aren't doing that. These guys are, at the end of the day, fighting for W's. They don't give a fuck about personal accolades. And sure, yeah, you want Jamar Chase to get his K. You want the stats to look sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Get T double-digit touchdowns. I understand that. But at the end of the day, these guys want to win football games. and
Mhm.
there's no real path for them to tank. They're too damn good to tank. B things. They can fucking they can give 50% and still win games because
Jamar could take a shit and put up 100 yards, bro.
exactly.
Like that, we talked about it. That dude looks like he's jogging
Yeah,
and he outruns everybody.
right.
Like, yeah, it's easy to these guys. So, yeah, bro, I'm with you. Tanking stupid, not going to entertain it.
Nope.
Trading shit stupid, not going to entertain it.
Yep.
Just digging deep and finding any fucking way to win. Like it's time to get nasty.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it takes to win. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, without winning, there's no hope. So that'll pretty much do it, guys. We'll be back. Obviously, Sunday's going to be an entertaining game. Enjoy it while you can. Back at home, Joe Burrow's first home game. So, first home game since the injury, and then after that, last few games at home. So
Even if you're brought down in the weeds right now, you have a chance to potentially end the Ravens season.
that'd be nice.
It'll
Let's
be
play spoilers.
lovely. Be
Yep.
lovely.
Let's play spoilers and give us a little bit of momentum to possibly, create something great. So that's gonna do it, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in into this episode of the Bengals After Dark video cast. Let's get it.
Peace.